Rod McKenzie from the Road Haulage Association, listening to all of that. Is it still bits of paper that we're passing between? Surely this could be done online, digitally, couldn't it, Rod?
Well, it would be done digitally if the IT systems worked properly, which they don't. The point is, we have got a perfect storm of problems here. We've got an incredibly hard to understand, hard to fill in customs form, whether it's electronic or paperwork. We then have not enough customs agents to help people who are stuck, because a customs agent can do it for you, but it'll cost you, and there aren't enough of them to do this work. And then you've got people at the middle of this who are just trying to do their job, just trying to export stuff, and they can't do it because of the bureaucracy. And this is a disgraceful burden on the people on whom we depend, the supply chains on which the UK depend. And this is the after effect of the Brexit deal that perhaps wasn't best understood when it was signed.
Did the lateness of its signing have an impact there? Because if it was signed 6 weeks before, that gives you 6 weeks of trying to get your head around what needs to work, but it was days before.
Well, that's potentially the case, but look at the television adverts the government was running before Christmas, which said, get ready for Brexit. But they didn't say what you have to do to get ready for Brexit, and if you jumped online to look, the advice that was there was unclear and confusing, and that was the feedback we had. So it's hardly surprising we're in the pickle we are now, but unfortunately the British people, as well as the road hauliers you've been speaking to, are at the centre of this, and things, I'm afraid, are going to get worse as volumes pick up over the next few days. People have to trade, they have to go abroad, and so these problems will increase, the delays will increase, the supply chain situation will get worse, and we'll start to notice this more and more in our shops, factories and other places.
Right, so how will we notice it, do you think? Will we see it with our eyes? Or we'll get it sort of out of stock messages when we're trying to order things? What will it look like?
It'll be all of that. I mean, in your supermarkets, you won't run out of food, but you might see gaps in the shelves where you might have expected things to be, before Christmas. So that's because lots of stockpiling has been done, and that stockpiling will start to run down over the next few days. And if new stuff isn't coming in to replace, either in the supermarkets or the factories or just your home deliveries or whatever it is, that will impact on us. And, the economic news that you've been reporting this morning, as well as the COVID news you've been reporting this morning, just make this a heck of a lot worse.
And for somebody like Joshua, who's wasted yesterday at least 8 hours sitting around for paperwork when he's not earning any money by driving in that time, does he just have to suck that up?
Well, he shouldn't have to suck it up. Of course he shouldn't. He shouldn't be going through this hell. None of us should be going through this hell, and it needs to be sorted out. And there are so many problems, as I say, government IT systems that don't work properly, paperwork that isn't confusing, that is confusing, officials who don't really understand what they're doing, so are probably veering on the side of being overzealous. And then you have the French dimension, which is that they are saying that they will have zero tolerance. So, you don't, in a mixed load where you've got lots of different packages in the back of your trailer, if one form is wrong, then the whole load is held up. And that's disastrous for trade.
Yeah, that's quite something, isn't it? Rod, thank you for your time. Rod McKenzie there from the Road Haulage Association.